Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steve here, and we're going to talk about steak knives. So part of my research when I'm looking to invest is actually getting in touch with the past and actually seeing what others have done that have made them successful. So what I like to do is actually go out and have coffee meets, and today I'm here with young Eamon, who's done a lot of property development. I'm going to ask him a few questions, and I think the best way of learning is applying and working with people that have been successful. So Eamon, you've been in the industry for a while now.
I have.
Since the 80s I hear. So do you want to tell our guys what you've been up to?
Okay, well, most recently I've been doing some property developments, ranging from 4 units to 8 units, to 12 units, and I found that to be very profitable. But of course that carries a much greater risk than just buying individual properties and sitting there and waiting for the property market to rise and give you, as you said before, some passive income.
One of the things I like to focus on is land. So let's look back 20, 30 years. What were you buying blocks for then? You did quite a large deal, didn't you? That were what, 80 grand blocks or $100,000 blocks?
I've bought blocks for as little as 100,000.
So today we're at Brompton, 1,400 lots, 20 minutes from the Mornington Peninsula, 15 minutes from Frankston. It's a community within a community. We're going to have a bit of a flyover. We're going to have you guys take a bit of a look around. Thanks for joining us.
I keep thinking how we used to be. We can make new memories, baby, don't let go. Baby, don't let go.
So just hanging out at TJ Fridays. I don't know, just had some wings. What do you think about the wings? Well, love the wings. Why do I like wings? Because they go fly. Well, these ones can't anymore, but delicious. So hopefully you're a meat eater. If not, that's okay. Sorry about that. Always good to mix it up with a little bit of celery. Always important to have the fruit and veg. Did you know that you actually need to have 3.5 kilos of veggies per week? I actually didn't know that. It's a really good fact. Water. Why do I like this? Well, I like water with a bit of flavour, but I like to have a little bit of lemon with my water, but this one's just natural, au naturel. Spring water. It's from the Narre Warren Springs. No, it's not, but this one here is just natural water. I actually try and smash out 3 litres of water a day. And I get given a funny thing anyway, I actually get given a massive water bottle every day by my partner, and we call it Bad Puppy. Reason for it is it's a big 3 litre water. Not everybody believes that I drink it. I don't know how much water you smash down, but my record's like 6-7 litres when I was water cutting. Anyway, I try and smash down 3 litres of water a day. Why? Because I absolutely love the clarity that it gives me. Apparently good for your skin. You wouldn't believe I was only 19, but that's the secret to water. So it's it. TJ Fridays. Funny that I'm coming here. It's actually not even Friday. I think it's might be called TJ Tuesday. That's a really good concept. So that's actually how TJ's was actually involved. The concept actually came down from TJ, his mate, or TJI, his mate, getting together, and it was a Friday, and they're like, "What are we going to call this?" We're like, TGI Fridays. So that's it. So forks, interesting. Why are they made like this? Well, I think it's just for scooping a little bit of food. So, interesting thing that I actually get told that I eat wrong. I think you're meant to eat this way, and it just doesn't make sense. I just can't do that. So, I actually like, and I only really ever just use the fork. I think if I had to pick between 2 utensils, fork wins all day long. You can scoop, it's like cereal, well, a bit messy with the milk. But I actually like the right hand here. And just on here, and I get really excited when I meet other people that are actually eat with the right hand, and that is right. It's called the right hand. So eat with the right hand. Anyway, keys. I'm going to tell you something about keys. Apparently, the more keys you have, the less time you have for social life. So that's actually quite surprising. So I've tried to minimise. I'm down to maybe around about 6. I don't really like the clutter too much, but I've got my passes to get into my gyms, that sort of stuff. It's actually 3 gym passes there. You wouldn't believe that, but 3 gym passes. Why? I just like to have flexibility. Not literally that flexible, but I like to be able to go to different gyms. Cruisers, it's pretty funny. It's keys without keys on them. So I don't even know why they could be called keys anymore. They should just be called, what should they be called? Mobile locks. Maybe lockies, I'd probably call them. Anyway, this here is a decent sized stainless steel steak knife. I don't even know how people sell these, but I'm going to try and sell you a steak knife. Let's go. All right, hey ladies and gentlemen, Steve here, and we're going to talk about steak knives. Why do you want a steak knife like this? Well, this particular steak knife is handcrafted. Would you believe this here is for, so you don't actually cut yourself. This here actually protects you from the metal. This here is sharpened just here. I'm not going to touch this. This is actually razor sharp. This would actually cut a wing, but I don't actually want to hurt the wing. This bit here, serrated edge. It's actually Cavalier stainless steel. So this is premium grade. It's actually 9 ounces of pure silver steel. That's a lot. It's actually quite heavy. If I watch this, very heavy. If I do that again, there we go. It's a heavy. Now, that's my interpretation, but I'd much rather say your fork. So you know why? It's because forks don't get sold. This here, everybody's selling steak knives. I want to sell forks. What do I want to sell forks? This is it. So, what it's for, these 4 little prongs here are for picking up little bits of food. We go there, let's eat this. Delicious. Anyway, that's my fork story. If you don't like someone, tell them to fork off. I'm at the Alfred Nicholas Gardens, and I like to come out on a bit of an adventure, day trips, just to really clear my head. Find nature really fulfilling in terms of just getting out there, getting at peace and just having absolute clarity. It's actually, honestly, when my best ideas come to me. I like to get out of the office and just think on projects, think about life and everything else. But today I've just come out here and we're just shooting another vlog, and really just sort of, Dennis asked me to maybe share a story. So maybe thinking back to when I was about 24, 25, I was in car sales, and there was 2 types of people that I met. There was 2 people that would come in, and one person would come in and they'd actually have to get finance and sit down and love the vehicle and go for a drive, and we'd have to get them, of course, the best deal. Then there's another type of person would come in. That's the gentleman or the lady that would come in and just write the check. Less haggling, make them a coffee, give them exceptional service, and at that point I would do all the questions and I do a lot more listening. I think the key is, if you want to be successful, you get around people that already have what you want. You need to think it, believe it, act it. You need to dress to impress. You need to start believing in yourself. I think that's the most important key. But I'd ask these people, how did you get where you were? And they said to me, Steve, it's easy. First of all, we just wrote down our goals. We had a good financial planner or an accountant that we'd check in. We'd always check in with the boss, AKA the wife half the time. But they'd make firm decisions. They'd go with their gut and they'd make a decision. From there, they'd share with me, look, we invested in property. And I'd start listening to them and asking questions. Are you doing renovations? Are you doing flips? How did you make your wealth? And they said to me, Steve, just don't sell. Hold the property, accumulate it, wait till the value goes up, borrow a little bit more. The banks have more to lose than you do, and really just protect yourself, but make sure you've got great tenants, good insurance, and you've planned ahead. But always have enough left in reserve. Leave 2 to 3 months worth of income in another account, your splash account, your savings account, whatever you want to call that, but just leave that in reserve so that if hard times hit, you can still survive. And what did they do then? That's when they would buy. If the market was coming down, that's when these guys were buying. So that's my story. on my people with success. And my advice would be, hang out with the people that make a difference, that have the qualities, the attributes that you really want. And if anything, push yourself outside your comfort zone. Think about the next time that you're invited to a seminar or an event or a black tie event or whatever it is, or even just giving back to the community. But just put your hand up, say yes more often.
Go.
I believe we all come into each other's life for whatever reason. Social media, videography, videos nowadays is speeding up that process. But for me, it's all about real connections. So I'd just rather catch up with people face to face. I hope to connect with you in the future. Cannot wait to meet you, whoever you are in person. I want to thank you and just watch out. I'm about to grow an empire. So thank you.
I'll never love like you, but I will say I do.